oldest institutes in Jammu and Kashmir, Mier Institute. Today, we'll be talking to an eminent personality, Dr. Renu Gupta. Dr. Renu Gupta has done a PhD from Kurukshetra University, her M.Ed and B.Ed from Mier College and Himachal Pradesh University, and she studied Masters in Psychology from Punjab University. Today, we have Dr. Renu Gupta. Hi ma'am, how are you?
I'm good.
And how was your day?
It was very good.
Okay. And please tell us something about your wonderful journey.
Oh my God, Devika, you've asked a difficult question. Describing a journey of 67 years
Wow.
is a bit difficult. But nevertheless, seeing back, I say that my journey has been very, very satisfying, and I'm still growing and evolving.
Okay.
And when you talk of my journey right from birth, I was, born and brought up in Kanpur, Shimla, and Chandigarh.
Oh, wow.
And I did my schooling from there and my graduation, and ultimately my post-graduation in M.A. Psychology from Punjab University, Chandigarh.
Okay.
And of course, immediately I've got married at the age of 21, which was very young, I believe, in present times.
Yes.
And of course, I got married in the family of educationists. And I tell you something very interesting.
Yes.
I told my mother-in-law before my marriage that I knew they had a school. So I thought, I'm not going to become a teacher. I'm not going to teach in your school. And she said, no, don't bother. And we want a bride for our son, a bahu for us, and not a teacher. We can get as many teachers as you want.
So sweet.
So I was so much put at ease that I'm not going to teach.
And you've had an incredible journey. And they are the founders of Mier?
Yes, they are the founders.
Your in-laws?
Yeah, my in-laws.
Okay. And Mier is the oldest educational institute in Jammu and Kashmir. And I think it's been more than 82 years.
Yeah, it is 83 years.
83 years, amazing. That's a long journey.
Yes.
So how has your experience been, part of the family and part of Mier now?
Yes, when I got married, as I told you, that I was busy, in my own home, adjusting,
Right.
and I found that everybody was working. My in-laws, my husband used to go away, and I had to raise a family, and I have two sons.
Okay.
And for 10 years of my marriage,
Oh.
I didn't do anything. I was a homemaker. But later on, when our college started in the year 2000, in the 1981.
Okay.
Then my father-in-law, motivated me, our late founder.
Okay.
He said, why don't you study? He encouraged me.
Wow.
And after 10 years of break, it's like I told him I may not be able to do, because then by that time I had two naughty sons whom I had to teach, and
Boys can be really naughty.
Oh yes. So, but still I took up lunch, and being our own college, like I was very wary, and I was, because people had lot of expectations. You are studying in your own college, you will do very well. So under pressure, I had to perform, and lo and behold, I got the first position.
Wow.
And a gold medal.
Yes.
In the University of Jammu.
Amazing, amazing.
And of course, then there was no looking back. And then another 10 years I started studying.
Yeah.
I did my B.Ed, I did my M.Ed, then I did some courses, couple of courses from IGNOU,
Wow.
M.A. in distance education diploma, and ultimately I ended up doing my PhD.
Oh, wow. So you're a doctor, Dr. Renu.
Yeah.
And you've had a long journey, and you are very fortunate that you got so supportive in-laws, and they were always with you, whether it was education or your personal life. They supported you, a supportive husband, and then the sons are also part of the
Oh yes,
institute.
they are still, they're the third generation educators.
Yes, exactly.
Looking after the institutions.
And how it feels that the three generations in the same profession, and you are propagating education and making each day better, for the new students to come and the new generations to come. How does it
Yes,
feel?
I think when we look at how we evolved, my parents-in-law, they started a tiny school,
Okay.
tiny sapling, I would say.
Okay.
In terms of two students, they started a school way back in 1936. And this school has stood the test of time.
Right.
And now today it is one of the best college schools in the region,
Yes, of course.
having a legacy of 83 years.
Amazing.
And then, of course, came this College of Education. I became its student. I joined the college as a lecturer. Then I,
Okay.
was there for 15 long years. Was the principal of the college,
Oh.
and then retired recently in 2018.
Okay.
So this is how I contributed, and all our family were there, helping and supporting each other. And I also got influenced. I was not never interested in education.
Right.
When I completed my graduation, when I was unmarried, so people used to say, "अब क्या करना है?" So I used to say कि हमें कुछ करना है. So they everybody said B.Ed कर लो.
अच्छा.
तो हम उस टाइम कहते थे नहीं, B.Ed is नहीं, हमने कॉलेज में नहीं जाना, we want to go to the university. And we used to say जो B.Ed है वो बहनजीज करते हैं. We used to laugh. And I went on to do. मुझे नहीं पता था कि मुझे B.Ed में ही आना पड़ेगा. B.Ed ही करना पड़ेगा after 10 years or 20 years being in the same line.
And it feels really good, ma'am, sitting with you, because you're so qualified and you're a psychologist as well. You have done masters in psychology. So talking about psychology, how has psychology helped you in your professional life?
Yes, I think I was able to analyze myself, and I was able to analyze the students and the people whom I met. I evolved myself, and we can apply the principles of psychology on yourself, practically. If I am anxious, so I have to tell myself. If I am depressed, then I have to also bounce back. It kind of tells you how to not only help yourself but help others. So that has really helped in understanding the behavior and other things about people.
I think psychology is a very good subject. And talking about psychology, anxiety and depression, they have become very common. Every second person has depression or anxiety. Even young, I'm working in a school as a counselor. Children who are 5-6 years old, they have anxiety, panic attacks. Children who are teenagers, they have depression. So how can we as teachers or as role models, work for their betterment?
Of course, it's a very, I would say dangerous trend.
Exactly.
Because the youngsters are being affected. Previously, we used to say कि हाँ कोई old age में जाके, or if we have some marriage problems, adjustment problems, we used to have those, anxieties and depressions. But now youth is also having these kind of depressions and anxieties. I think if you look at anxiety from a psychological angle, I think every normal human being is anxious. And anxiety and stress are important to perform better.
How important are marks for you, ma'am?
I don't think they are very important. I get aghast, trying to find that today the percentage of students are, right from 90 to 98.
Oh, yes.
There is nobody, no takers for 60%, 70%, 80%. Poor fellows, where are they going to go? And why we are just thinking that this is the only thing?
I think we should give more importance to mental health. And if somebody is saying I'm feeling low, we should counsel and not make fun of that person. Just making fun or pulling that person's leg. In spite of that, we should take that person to a counselor, or maybe if that person is in depression, to a psychiatrist. So that should be given importance, and mental awareness should be there, which is not there in our society.
Yes, I think actually the taboo starts from the parents.
Exactly.
Number one is that the parents first do not accept that the child is like that. So they said, no, my child is normal, because I would like to tell you that we have an inclusive policy which is followed by our institution.
Right.
We have a special education program.
I know.
B.Ed special education program, and also, we are trying to bring the children with special needs into mainstreaming. And we are training special educators to teach such children in regular schools also. So I think in a way we are pioneer in that. So we are trying to bring the marginalized, the vulnerable section of society in the mainstream of education, and this is inclusive education is a buzzword. It is a need of our hour if we want to create an inclusive society where we accept everyone irrespective of their caste, creed, color, or even disability these days. So I think we would be doing a great service to children.
Very good initiative taken by Mier, and it's very important to give importance, and special education is required in our state. And one thing I would like to tell all the viewers: don't label any child. Don't say ye pagal.
Child.
Yes, exactly.
And accepting him, and this disability, they say ki they are not calling disabled children, they are
Yes.
saying children with different
Learning.
abilities.
Yes.
They say that they have so many abilities hidden, but if you attend to them, you will bring out those.
Exactly.
So they are differently able, not disabled.
Disabled, like autistic children, they are very creative. They
Very
can be
creative.
very good with art and
Yes.
craft, very good in sports. Children with ADHD can be extraordinary sport, like they can be good with cricket, badminton. So we have to find out, like you are doing it's a very, very good, noble cause, I
Yes.
mean. That's what you are doing. So you're encouraging these children, and they'll have a better future, a brighter future.
And of course, the parents are also accepting them now, and they are rallying around us. Oh, you've done wonders with our children.
Yes.
And now we are, trying to see that they are gaining puberty. So these children may not do very well in education.
Yes.
But they can become functional. They can do something, useful.
Yes.
Like they can do some repeated things like photocopying and, sitting in a shop, counting money. So we can always try and find something.
Right.
You would be surprised. There's a lemon tree hotel.
Yes, I know.
I saw on the Facebook. They have all these children who are serving, bringing the luggage of the people, trying to help them, and they've given a picture of it. So we always keep on showing these motivating documentaries to our own
Very
children,
nice.
as well as to our special educators. In fact, we also want to train our regular teachers. As you said, they always feel कि madam ये बच्चे को मैं कैसे mainstream में
exactly.
करूँगी. I have 40 children, but we have also tried to sensitize them and aware them that they have to be included. So
Yes.
inclusion
is
is
very,
very
important. So treat those children equal to your children, and they are special. That's why they are called special children, because they have special abilities. It was an honor talking to you, and I felt really good sitting next to you and talking about your journey and about special education and what you are doing, the initiative you have taken. Thank you.
I would like to give a message for our youth and also our parents. I think if we really want to empower our youth, the only way which we can empower them, it is through the process of education. And I think sky is the limit for all the youth to take on the different types of education available in the market, and as per their interest and as per their abilities. But I will advise the youth to take skill-based programs, skill-based courses, so that they can become economically independent and more productive during their mature years. Another thing which I would like to say is that there is no substitute for hard work. Nothing succeeds like success. So let me tell you, there are no free lunches, there are no shortcuts, no easy ways to go and get success. So hard work is the only key. Then I also see around us that we are having a lot of conflicts, violence, and other negativities in the society. So I would like to tell our youth to have a very large heart, be tolerant, try to accommodate people, their views, their diversities in thinking, their opinions, and get along with everybody. And then the last and not the least is to develop a positive attitude towards life, and also try to fend for themselves, but also try to carry on their young shoulders their own generation to the next level. But of course, I would also like to say something to the parents and the teachers, because they are the two sides of the coin. And as parents and teachers and educators, we need to groom them, nurture them with great care, because they are our future treasure, and they are the ones who are going to carry our legacy forward on their young shoulders. So all the best for them, and all the best for the parents, and may we hope that our youth together put with our teachers and parents can create a peaceful society, which is the need of the hour today.